company. Today we're going to talk about the doctrine of separation of power. So as the concept of separation of power explained by Wade and Phillips, it means three different things. That the same person should not form a part of more than one of the three organs of government. Example, the minister should not sit in parliament. That one organ of the government should not control to interfere with the exercise of its function by another organ. That is, the judiciary should be independent of the executive, or that minister should not be responsible to parliament, and that one organ of the government should not exercise the function of another. Example, the minister should not have the legislative power. The doctrine of separation of power in its true sense is a very rigid, and this is one of the reasons of why it is not strictly accepted by the large number of countries in the world. The main object as per the doctrine of separation of power is that there should be government of law rather than having will and whims of the official. Also, another most important feature of this doctrine is that there should be independence of judiciary. That is, it should be free from the other organs of the state, and it is so then justice would be delivered properly. The judiciary is the scale through which one can measure the actual development of the state. If the judiciary is not independent, then it is the first step towards the tyrannical form of a government. That is, power is concentrated in a single hand, and if it is so, the reason that there is 10% chance of misuse of power. I hope you are pretty much clear with the concept of separation of power. If not, so then do let me know in the comment section regarding all your doubts and queries for this video. I'll see you guys super soon in my next video with some other legal topic. Till then, take care of yourself.